What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video, and today I have another barber YouTube channel to show you guys. If you can't guess by the thumbnail, this is the Enhancement King. He has his own products, one of my good friends, none other than my boy Get Beamed, or on Instagram he is now Poppy Beam. If you guys aren't familiar, he's the creator of the Beam Team XL airbrush from Tomb 45. He also had a big hand in creating the no drip color enhancement, and he's been one of my biggest supporters of my enhancement card. You guys are gonna see in this video paired up. It's a deadly duo. You know, that's also what I use as well. But anyway, I'm gonna head over to his channel, show you guys around, and we'll watch one of his videos so I can show you guys what I like about his channel. All right, so you guys can see this is my boy Get_Beamed. Get Beamed is his name. Like I said, on Instagram, he is Poppy Beamed. You guys can see he's at 301K. He just hit 300. I was stoked for him. It was just the other night. Already at 301. So my guy's a beast, guys. You can see all of his content down below. Lots of videos. The video that we're gonna watch is one of his most recent but also most viewed videos. It is titled Transformation End of 2-Month Wolf. We're gonna hop right in and check it out, and I'll explain to you guys all the things I like about his channel.
Loving you, girl. I can't stop loving you.
He always got the dopest beats on his channel, guys. The thing that makes his channel so great, something I've seen over and over and over and over in the comments, is just the vibe from watching his videos and how he explains things, and he always has some super tight beats to go along with it.
Yo, so to kick this video off, I go in using my gold comb, and I kind of want to comb this hair with any waver. You dealing with decompression, so you want to lift the hair as much as possible. You want to prep the hair as much as possible before cutting it down. So I'm just keeping everything consistent by combing the pattern with the grain, trying to lift the hair off of the scalp, preparing to go through it with a number 2 guard on my Andis ZRs.
You guys, one of his main things is color enhancement, like I mentioned. He also does a lot of wavers. He cuts a lot more dreads and waves and afros and stuff like that than me, and a lot more enhancement. So if that's something you guys like to learn, you'll definitely benefit from his channel. I really brought you guys here to show you the enhancement, so we're gonna kind of skip through the haircut and get to the enhancement.
My next step, I go in with my Andis ZRs with a number 2 guard, and I'm cutting with the grain, trying to get everything down to that one desired length.
And those ZRs are nice, guys. I use a clipper nowadays, a regular clipper, not a detachable. But when I had a detachable, it does a real good job of cutting down the waves.
Folding the ear down, keeping everything consistent, and going with the grain. And I'm not dragging these clippers through the hair. You can't treat these clippers the same way you would treat masters or seniors, by just going through the hair super fast. If so, you will scratch the scalp. So just take your time, let these float over the head, and you will get down to that desired length.
And you guys look how that's laying that hair pattern down.
My next step, I go in with my gold FXs, and I'm hitting the bottom of the vertical bars because he did say a high taper. So we're gonna clear this bottom part out, and then we just finna get right into this fade. My next step is to debulk with my number 2, seeing that I cut him with a number 2 on the Andis ZRs. A number 2 is just gonna debulk it a little bit because I'm trying to preserve as many waves as I can.
And you guys, this is something that I do, that I tell people frequently when they're having trouble transitioning from the waves to the fade. We're all taught not to go against the grain when we're cutting waves, but as you guys can see, taking that 2 against the grain is gonna set it up for him to come in and do his fade. We're not causing any damage to those waves. You're just not gonna be able to accomplish that full transition unless you do go against the grain slightly. And that's just my opinion, but you guys can see that's how Beam does it as well. I learned a lot on these type of cuts from watching him, so.
Go in completely open right here, about a 1/2 inch, and I just want to give myself a little bit of room so I can see exactly what I'm gonna be fading out from 0 to open.
He's a master guy. Got that cordless master, so that's one thing we're different on.
You guys could kind of see the gradients coming through. I'm down fading, and I'm preserving a lot of bulk so I can blow that 0 line all the way out. But at the same time, I want to preserve as many waves and as much of this fade as I can. My next step, 1/16, and I'm in here and I'm flicking in and out, and I'm just trying to keep the gradiency going down. It's a form of down fading.
It's already coming together.
And then I'm gonna blow out that 0 line right here. Completely closed, and I'm gonna work my way up.
You guys look how fast he just made that come together. You gotta keep it simple.
And as you guys can see, that gradiency coming together. I'm gonna clean it up with my masters to detail after this step, because I like my masters in terms of detailing, and we're gonna get it all the way together.
All the way together.
Shout out to Jerem Boomin, man. Jerem Boomin lose his mind every beat. Every sample is like a kill session, man. Go support my boy. I got his beat store in my description box. Just go support him. He can do any and everything, man. This producer crazy to me. Literally the best to do it. Like, this is my style of presenting a YouTube video to people.
All right, so we've seen him do one side of the taper. He'll do the back the same and the other side. We're not here really to show you guys the fading process, but I wanted to touch on it. But let's skip right to the lineup and see how he gets down.
To start this off, I plant in the middle and I work my way all the way to the left, seeing my client got a real light spot. And it's not a light spot like losing hair. You can tell he probably never grew hair right there in the middle of his forehead, because everything else is super close. And then I'll drop on this side, going straight up and down to get my vertical bar. But I want to start in that middle where that light spot is on his furthest hair. You don't ever really want to start the lineup too early. You want to start on the furthest hair. You don't want to dig into a lineup either. Like, that's blasphemy to me. Like, when I'm lining up, I'm not digging in nobody lining. That's crazy to me. So as you guys can see, I'm going right over that spot as if it got hair. And that's the whole point. You want to create that illusion.
You guys heard that before.
Keeping everything squared. I got his head locked in with one hand, and I got the clippers hitting with the other hand. Like, I got foundation, and that's the most important, because without foundation, you know, that building gon' fold.
The building gon' fold. Yeah, guys, if you don't have a skeleton FX, you gotta get you one. Look at those things hit. People be sleeping on those.
That's super important. Without a strong foundation, that building will fold. So now I go in with my boy Seancutshair color enhancement card, the best color enhancement card on the market. Assisted with the Beam Team Cordless compressor, my product, with my other product, No Drip, using the Onyx black color. And I'm just going in and I'm just hitting some of this lineup so I could give it some color, some tenacity, give it some pop, because it was my boy coming out here from Texas. Like, this guy traveled all the way from Texas, so you want him to go back to Texas looking just as icy.
Guys, let me tell you, I would not be where I'm at if it wasn't for all the guys that I work with, all the Tomb Squad. Man, Beam has been one of my biggest supporters. He literally has said something about my enhancement card on every single video since I came out with it. He's always showing me love. He's a great guy, always positive and always helpful if I need some help from him on YouTube or cutting hair or anything like that. So he's one of my biggest supporters, one of the guys I teach on the academy with. Nothing but love for Beam. And definitely had to do this video and make sure that you guys knew all about his channel.
Go in with my Barber magic pencil, and I'm basically just concealing the lineup. And concealing the lineup is super important to me. It get a line and a little bit more pop just for my Kodak moments. And I go in using my clippers just so I can blend this line completely out, because this is super important. And as you guys can see, after I hit it with my clippers, it gives it some type of contrast. It bounces off the skin. It gives a real crispy, clean look. So that's something that's super important to my job, super important to my lineup.
Guys, I know on my enhancements, I don't touch on it a whole lot. If you guys really want to learn enhancements, that's why I'm sharing this, guys. Every video he does is going to have 5 to 6 to 7 minutes of the lineup, the enhancements, the full razor work. I think it can really help some of you that struggle with the razor lining or the color enhancement. But you guys can see, man, this thing is just coming together. Every step is shown. Wait till you guys see the razor work.
It's the same thing. Like, whatever we do up top, we do to the bottom. I told you, I treat my lineups like common denominators. Whatever I do somewhere on one side, I do to the other side. Like what they do to break them improper fractions. They just, you know, multiply the bottom and the top by the same number. So what I'm doing in my lineups is whatever I'm doing on one side, I'm doing to the other side.
Come on, man. I don't know what he's talking about, but it sounds good, doesn't it? I'm telling you guys, everybody that loves Beam's channel loves it for the vibe. You guys can hear he just gets to going and spits his bars. It's just like a rap song with the beat in the background. But guys, if you're not enjoying this, look at that shot right there that we're looking at. Holy cow. That thing is so crispy. And if you guys haven't taken away some enhancement tips on this, definitely go hit his channel. He's got tons more.
Stretching that skin angle and that razor at a 45-degree angle. And then the front of the lineup. Using one of my fingers to basically pull the skin down, the other hand to do the razor and brush. Like, this boy gassed up. This boy gassed up.
Some tips for you guys though.
My boy from Texas, and that boy drove 10 plus hours to Chicago to come get some work. As barbers, I tell y'all on every video, it's up to us to change that outcome. And on my channel, there's no other way to give it up but the way I'ma give it up. Without further ado, let's lock in. You already know what to do. Hashtag TBT in that comment section. Hashtag 2020 year to shapeshifters. Hashtag Glacier Gang. Yeah, all of that. If you was able to sit through this 14 to 15 minute video with me, please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell to get alerted when new videos come out. I've been in my duffel since COVID started and I won't stop. Until next time, and may God bless.
Man, I'm telling you guys, he is just one of my favorites. You feel that passion and how hype he gets at the end of his videos, looking at that finished product. And man, I'm telling you, that's one of the crispiest haircuts I've ever seen. So guys, he does that every time. Every video is that crispy, that much enhancement if you guys are trying to learn enhancements or that texture of hair. And I still watch him, guys. He's one of my favorite people to watch. The clients he's cutting are definitely the clients I cut the least of. So I love watching him so I can take tips away to try when I go back to work. But if you guys aren't subscribed to Beam, head over to his channel at get_beamed. Get beamed. Make sure you subscribe to him. He drops the dopest content, guys. He is one of the top YouTubers. You gotta follow him. Go show him some love and tell him who sent you. If you guys like this content, let me know. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions that you think I should check out. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button while you're here as well, and turn on the notification bell. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this content, and I'll catch you guys next time.